Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Azelle, and if you've watched my very first YouTube channel, then you know that I moved out of California to Buffalo, New York. And if you want to understand why the heck I would do something like that, then I will link that video for you and you can head over and take a look. There are two parts to that, so be sure to watch both parts. And I also have a separate video on what I pay to live here. So go ahead and check out either one of those videos. Again, I will link both of them below. This channel in general will be taking you along with me during different activities during all 4 seasons of the year, and I'll cover things like how far away the activity was, what it was like, what the experience was like. I'll usually pop in some video clips and maybe some still images, and then I will, last but not least, talk about how much the activity cost. Now, in this particular video, I'm going to talk to you about some of the winter activities that I enjoy in this area, and one in particular that I enjoyed tremendously in what is considered to be one of the worst months in Buffalo, New York during winter. And I chose that particular activity during that particular month because there are so many misconceptions about Buffalo winters, or that Buffalo has like endless winters. And there's just a lot of misconceptions about, you know, that you can't be outside during winter, and it's just not true. So I wanted to specifically cover what it's like in February because that is one of the like gloomiest months. But again, you can still do plenty of outdoor activities. You just dress for the weather. So if that sounds good to you, then keep watching. So to get started, the first thing I wanted to mention is how far away the location was and what the activity was. So in February, on February 14th actually, which was my birthday, my husband paid for us to go cross-country skiing. Now, I do want to mention something. I am 21 weeks pregnant right now, and I did ask my doctor first before I did the activity, and we made sure to do the very beginner levels where it's basically flat ground, and anywhere where I did not feel comfortable, I took off my skis and I walked to an area where I felt comfortable putting the skis back on. So I want to just mention that if you are pregnant like I am, check with your doctor, ask them first about doing these kinds of activities. I also made the mistake of asking if I could go downhill skiing, and the doctor basically laughed at me. So in any case, ask your doctor if these activities are okay if you are pregnant as well. So we went to a location called Byrncliff, and I particularly love Byrncliff because of the amount of trails that they have. Byrncliff is about 20 minutes away from where I live in the village of Hamburg, New York, so not a far drive at all. Now, in terms of kind of the experience, it was wonderful. Byrncliff has so many different cross-country skiing trails, and it's nice because you can have a really private experience, and it can be as quiet as you want, or they also have busier trails and it can be busier. If you want to run into people, you can. So, and again, I love that they have different levels for the trails. So if you want something that's more challenging, they definitely have those for you. And again, for my husband and I, we purposely, because I'm pregnant, chose their easiest level, and we really had a great time. Another reason I loved Byrncliff for cross-country skiing was because of how groomed their trails are. They already have pre-made tracks that are made, and you don't have to worry about like branches being in the way or anything like that. Again, they're very, very well groomed, and it just made it easy, and I didn't have to worry about tripping over anything or falling. And so it was just overall a really good experience. The other thing I wanted to mention is the rental equipment that they had. So I do have a smaller shoe size, so I ended up having to have the kids' sizes. So I feel like this has something to do with it. I had to basically rent kids' sizes, and they were a little bit beat up because of that. So I don't know what the adult sizes are like because I have very small feet. But the kid sizes I would recommend if you are going to rent equipment and it's child sizes, just be prepared that it might be highly, maybe heavily used equipment. And if you have your own equipment, I would recommend just bringing your own. So that was the one thing that I would say if I was to go back, I would probably rent the equipment either elsewhere, or if I really start getting into this on a regular basis, I will probably just purchase my own equipment. In terms of cost, it was very, very reasonable. Byrncliff charges for an entire day pass from open until close. It was $20 for the entire day per person. And with the rental equipment, with the skis, plus the shoes, plus the poles, everything included, it was $20 for the rental equipment. So total for me, it was $40 for an entire day. And my husband and I were there for hours because there were so many different trails that we could choose from. So all in all, it was a great experience. It was super close by to us. The trails were really groomed, and I liked that they had all the different levels, and it was very reasonably priced. Another thing I wanted to mention in the video is that Burncliff doesn't just have winter activities only. One thing I love is they also have spring activities, like they have a full golf course there. And I will leave a link below in the description with all of their pricing for all of those activities, including their golf activities. Yeah, so I will leave a link in the description below with all of their activity pricing and rental pricings. And then I will also leave a link to their homepage because you'll be able to see how much Byrncliff actually offers. They have a big banquet center. They have a restaurant there where you can order coffee or some hot chocolate during winter, or you can order a beer, after your golf game. So again, all season activities and all in one place and super close by to where I live and at a very reasonable price. So that was all I had for today's video. My husband and I do like to golf, and so I will be doing some videos about golf locations. Leave me a comment below and let me know if that sounds good to you, if that's something you'd be interested in seeing. If you like to golf, what kind of activities for spring and summer do you guys want to see next? Anyways, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time.